What is up, guys? Bryan here with a old video. The dates on these clips are actually 2010. Yeah, December 5th, 2010. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does. Sure. Okay. So this clearly is pre-Big Bang. This is before the MTS was even removed. So basically 3 years ago at this point. Wasn't even level 200 yet. I was on level 195. I was level 196 when you'll see that clip at the end. But yeah, I was level 196 when Big Bang hit. And these clips are about a week before Big Bang, or 2 weeks. This one is about a week, I think. The next one is a couple days, and the last one is like the day before Big Bang patch. And at this time I had just started making YouTube videos. I didn't really have anything up. I didn't think I had anything good enough to put up. But yeah, it just shows how long we've come. It's incredible looking back on this. I always joke around with a couple people in Light and how my NX is exactly the same. So I got this NX back when there was an option for 90-day or permanent version. The permanent version was twice as much as the 90-day, and I had got this NX set permanent, the sparkler, the top, bottom, shoes, trans cape, trans gloves, and trans hat. And I actually F7'd here because, if you can tell, Frost Prey got glitched and like isn't flying around, and because of that it freezes in the back and it can't reach Royal Guard S. And so it wasn't doing any damage. But back then, these 60Ks for strafe were pretty decent damage-wise. The cap was 200k, not 50 mil like it is now. So the cap was what? Like 1/200th of what it is now. So the cap is like 250 times higher. Yeah, the damage cap right now is 250 times higher. So Rogard S was ridiculous EXP. I'm kind of disappointed I never actually got a footage of me actually killing it. I'd get like 20, 40 or something % each one in the 190s. I flew through the 180s. I was literally 180 to 190 pre-Big Bang. I did that in like a week, which unheard of. Rogard S was just ridiculous EXP. The problem with him though was that he did a ton of damage, and back then the damage formula worked differently, and HP was really hard to get. So right here, if you look closely, I have 13.5k HP, which is like twice what the average marksman had at 195, twice what like any class, any bowman class or any range class had. So it was difficult for a lot of classes to kill Royal Guard S, which is why bowmen really monopolized it. Well, monopolizes, and we were the only ones that could kill it. So what I was doing here was I would place Puppet, and Puppet was 60 seconds back then, or 90 seconds or something, and Blind, I showed you it was at level 6, and that was at the same time as Puppet cooldown. So when I saw Blind start blinking, as when I would jump down, because that's when Puppet would disappear. Since one hit from this guy, I was dead, even with 13.5k HP. But that was another thing. Castellan was also out, and that gave a really good amount of EXP as well, but that hit 14, 15k, and it was tough boss to survive. And I show you the next clip, which should be coming up, or it should already be up. I don't know how well this is synced, but it was fun back then. Oh look, I even typed in the chat. So here you can see my damage is lower because I'm wearing sort of HP Eclipse. So you can see I'm 81%, which, okay, notice this. 81% at level 195. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that noise was. I think it was an email actually. But you can see here, I'm at 81.06% at level 195, and that is 1.05 bill EXP, which is what's needed now for 199 to 200. Well, 199 to 200 is 1.1 bill, but close enough. So the XP curve was much higher back then, and I would burn through power elixirs at this boss. And here I'm trying to hit cap with Pierce. You see, I almost get it. I hit cap right there, 200k. That's really cool. So I was kind of showing off there that I had good damage. But what I would do is you do a massive jump quest, really hard, to get to this boss. And I had 2 computers back then as well. I think I had another email. I think that's what that noise is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even sure if this is gonna pick it up. But I had an XP computer and I had Vista. Vista was what I played on my Marksman, and then XP was a big old bulky computer. It was a desktop, and that's what I had the Bishop on. It was really laggy. I would play on that one for bosses like Horntail and Pink Bean, otherwise I'd crash on the Vista, if any of you guys remember those issues. But what I would do is I would do this ridiculous jump quest on both computers, and I had gotten so good at it. I think I even posted a video of it, one of my first videos I posted. I could get through this thing without falling once. And I'm just showing you my skills here. Look at how different the keyboard layout is. But yeah, as you can tell, it took a while to kill these bosses. I think Rogard S took about half an hour each to kill, and then Castellan. Castellan has 2 forms. I don't know if you guys have been to the new one, but it's much weaker, much less EXP. Again, I apologize, I never recorded how much EXP they actually gave, but it was somewhere on the order of 50 mil base. So you'd have a double card, and that'd be 100, and then you have double family buff, which worked in double family buffs gave it to the whole party, so you could buy it from other people, and they would cast it, and then you would get it. So you could get unlimited per day, basically. So it'd be 200 mil EXP per kill, which, as you can see here, 200 mil at 195 would be 1/5 of what I have now, and 1/5 of 81 is like 16% or so. So per each of these I killed, I would get 16%. That's ridiculous back then, training range, because I remember on my Marksman at the 160s, right when Temple of Time came out, I was getting 0.5% an hour at Oblivion 4. And so that was crazy. And so here what I was doing was I had ran out of Rogard S, I ran out of Castellan, or no more. It was the day before the patch, and Dunas was the secondary option for EXP, and it would give like a 2-3% or something like that. And it wasn't really worth it because it was about the same EXP as Rogard S. So you'd only do this if everything else was out and you had double buff or something and you really wanted to, or you wouldn't use that last percent like I did. So yeah, some old clips. It's pretty interesting. I just saw these in my folder and I was like, hey, I've never uploaded these. Might as well do this because I don't really have anything else. Nothing going on in Maple. I haven't even been able to train. I've been so freaking busy. I'm still like 60%, which I was like 55% when I ended my live streams this weekend. I haven't been able to train like at all. But another thing about Dunas here was that it was so high up that you could walk underneath it. It was still crazy high touch damage, but as long as you didn't jump, you were safe. Puppet's hit frame was a little bit higher, so it could hit Dunas, or Dunas could hit it, and so I always thought that was funny. It's funny because this bishop isn't mine either. Who was it? Sammy. Oh my goodness, I've talked to her forever. But not my bishop again, and still, I've always had a bishop, but it's never been mine. And people have always let me use their bishop, so they used Sammy for way back then, and they get a Maddie for now. You use your bishop like 24/7 some days. Yeah, he sniped at a cooldown. Strafe was only 4 hits. There's no such thing as ultimate strafe. That was with Big Bang. So here you go. A level 196 marksman. I'm leveling to 196 as a marksman pre-Big Bang. I think that's pretty cool. It took me months afterwards to get to 200 because I had quit for a couple months for Wild Hunter. So yeah, I apologize for not having any current videos. I don't have anything. There's like nothing to do. So I'm really sorry for that. I think I'll get an Empress Marksman attempt, even though I can't kill it. I'll get that out for you guys soon. But holy moly, it's like an 11-minute video. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you next time.